Hey, 3.4 and 2.3, Miss Brittany here. We're going to continue reading our Diary of the Wimpy Kids book, Dog Days by Jeff Kinney. We left off after Greg just went to the hair salon to get a haircut. So it is considered Friday in the diary, and let's see what he has to say. I, which is a core word that we're going to see all the time in here, think Mom's starting to regret taking me to get my hair cut the other day. The ladies at Bombshells introduced me to soap operas, and now I'm totally hooked. Yesterday I was in the middle of my show and Mom told me I had to turn off the TV and find something else to do. I could tell there was no use arguing with her, so I called Riley over and invited him. When Riley got to my house, we went straight to Roderick's room in the basement. Roderick is off playing with his band, Loaded Diaper, and whenever he's away, I like is another core word right here, and then go through his stuff and see if I can find anything interesting. So right here's a picture of them going through the stuff trying to search. The best thing I found in Roderick's junk drawer this time around was one of those little souvenir picture keychains you get at the beach. If you look into it, you see a picture of Roderick with some girl. Another core word that we just talked about was look. Look at all these core words in this book. I don't know how Roderick got that picture because I've been with him on every single family holiday. And if I seen him with that girl, I definitely would have remembered. I showed the picture to Riley, but I had to hold the keychain because he was getting all grabby. We dug around some more and we found a horror movie at the bottom of Roderick's drawer. I couldn't believe our luck. Neither one of us had actually seen a horror movie before. So this was a really big find. I asked Mom if Riley could spend the night, and she said yes. I made sure I asked when Dad was out of the room because Dad doesn't like it when I have sleepovers on a work night. Last summer, Riley spent the night at my house and we slept in the basement. I made sure Riley took the bed that was the closest to the furnace room because that room really freaks me out. I figured if anything came out of in the middle of the night, it would grab Riley first and I would have 5 seconds head start to escape. At about 1 a.m, we heard something in the furnace room that scared the living daylights out of us. It sounded like a little ghost girl or something, and it said, "I'm hiding. Can you find me?" Me and Riley practically trampled over each other to death trying to get up the basement stairs. We burst into Mom and Dad's room, and I, once again, told them our house was haunted and we had to move immediately. Dad didn't seem convinced, and he went down to the basement and walked right into the furnace room. Me and Riley stayed about 10 feet back. I was pretty sure Dad wasn't going to get out of there alive. Another word, out, right here, core word. I heard something rustling and a few bumps, and I was ready to make a run for it. But a few seconds later, he came back out with one of Manny's toy dolls. A doll named Hide and Seek Harry. There's Dad coming out of the furnace room, the toy doll. Last night, me and Riley waited for Mom and Dad to go to bed, and we watched our movie. Technically, I was the only one who watched it because Riley had his eyes and ears covered the whole entire time. The movie was about this muddy hand that goes around the country, and the last person who sees the hand is always the next person. The special effects were really cheesy, and I wasn't even scared until the very end. That's when the twist came. After the muddy hands got its next person, it came crawling straight at the screen, and the screen went black. At first, I was a little confused, but I realized it meant the next person was gonna be me. I turned the TV off, and I described the whole movie to Riley from beginning to end. Well, I must have done a pretty good job telling the story because Riley got even more freaked out than I was. I knew we couldn't go to Mom and Dad this time because they'd ground me if they found out I watched a horror movie. But we didn't feel safe in the basement, so we spent the rest of the night in the upstairs bathroom with the lights on. Another core word. In. I just wish we had managed to stay awake the whole night because when Dad found us in the morning, it wasn't a pretty scene. Dad wanted to know what was going on, and I had to fess up. Dad told Mom, so now I'm just waiting to hear how long I'm going to be grounded for. But to be honest with you, I'm a lot more worried about this muddy hand than any punishment Mom came up. I thought about it though, and I realized there's only so much ground a muddy hand can cover in one day. So hopefully that means I have a little while longer. And that is where we leave off to Tuesday next in our story. Thank you for listening. Bye.